Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Gary2 over here bringing you my first video for a start of a new series. This series is going to be covering civilian vehicles. As you guys voted on by a poll I posted in the YouTube community tab, you guys went crazy with over 350 votes as of right now when I'm recording this, and 86% of you guys, I believe, voted in favor of me doing civilian vehicles. So thank you guys all so much for voting. Hopefully you guys do enjoy these vehicles. I built a bunch of these last night, and I had a blast doing it, so I really enjoyed it, guys. I think it's gonna be a really good breath of fresh air, I guess you can say, from the constant military stuff that I'm typically doing. So I'm really excited to get into some of these vehicles and make them. So starting off our construction part of the series, we're gonna be going ahead and building up a Caterpillar CS-553 rolled roller. Very much in its name is what it does. It is used to smoothen out roads and everything like that. Mostly when asphalt's being laid, this vehicle will fall behind the asphalt, and it will basically smooth out the roads and make sure that the asphalt's nice and compressed and all that stuff. And yeah, so that's pretty much the sole purpose of this vehicle and everything like that. It's overall really cool and everything like that. A lot of you guys, I posted a picture last night. A lot of you guys were freaking out about them. You actually love it. All these construction vehicles I've already built up, and you guys were like, we need tutorials right away. So we're going to start off strong with the nice steamroller, which I think came out absolutely great. So going ahead and talking about it a little bit, you can see up here you got the front wheel here. This is, of course, the wheel that would obviously be rolling and compressing the asphalt and all that stuff. You have basically here your cab for the driver. Unfortunately, there's not really much room for interior, just with the way the glass is worked around and all that stuff. So you could try to fit something in if you guys want to, but I couldn't really get anything much to really fit in here. Some of the air vehicles I was able to get some kind of interior in, but for this, no way. Couldn't get anything really fit in there. Then you just have a lot of detail and stuff like that. You have the joint right here where the wheel connects up to the actual main part of the vehicle, that stuff. Just some details on the side over here. Over here you got kind of like the little foot ladder to get up and everything like that. Lots of little details. The cat symbol, which would theoretically be right there. It's not the greatest, but that's all I could really do for that. And then you also have your engine and the vents and stuff like that in the back here. Just some back details all the way around and everything like that. I wish I could have done it in a yellow color. It would definitely stand out more and be more resemblant of some of the cat equipment, but we don't really have yellow half slabs and stairs, so I just thought it would be better just to go with the nice orange, which can be pretty consistent for the vehicles. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for the overview. Let's go and move into the tutorial by starting off with our first layer, layer 1. Alright guys, real quick before we go ahead and get started with the tutorial, I just want to go ahead and quickly throw in that I am in need of vehicle requests, so if you have any requests for any civilian vehicles you guys would like to see, be sure to leave them down in the comments below. I look forward to trying to fulfill some of those requests and get some of those vehicles out. So again, if you have any vehicle requests you guys would like to see, be sure to let me know. Other than that, let's go and move into the tutorial. Now, what we want to do to go ahead and get started here is we're going to go ahead and just place down a line here of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 polished andesite blocks across like this. And this is going to be the roller here, the very center line, as you can see right here. So if you're putting this on a road, you can kind of get the idea of how wide you need to make this. And of course, you had the dimensions at the beginning of the video if you need to refer back to those. Anyways, coming off the row of 5 of polished andesite, we're going to place down a row of 5 of stone brick stairs on both sides, like so. After you have that done, we're going to place down a wooden trapdoor, come off the very center stone brick stair. We want to go ahead and then we're going to go ahead and go back to this section. We're going to need to go and count a few spaces out here, so we're going to use some placeholder blocks for this. We're going to count back 1, 2, 3 blocks back from that one trapdoor. We're going to place down a stone brick top slab, followed by 1 out to either side, like so. Then we could delete those 3 placeholder blocks, so we have that empty space right there in the center. Out to the sides here, we're going to place down another brick stair, upside down, or sorry, my bad. We're going to place down a black wool block, like this on both sides. We're then going to place down another brick stair, coming off those black wool blocks, facing toward, of course, the front of the vehicle there. And we're also going to place down some another brick stairs facing toward the rear, like that, to make kind of like this part here of the wheel to kind of get us started with that. Once you guys have that finished, the last thing we're going to do is we're going to place a black wool block right here next to this wooden trapdoor. We're going to place down one wooden trapdoor that comes out to the left side here, which will be part of this little ladder thing that's built into the vehicle for the obviously the operator to get in and out. So something just like that. So looking at this from above, you should have something that looks just like that for your base. Very simple stuff. And with that, we can go ahead and move on to our next layer, layer 2. Alright guys, so moving on to our next layer, we have layer 2. Now for layer 2, what we want to do is we just want to go ahead and take some sandstone stairs. We're going to place down a row of 5 that goes across the top of those stairs in the front here. We're also going to take signs, and we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 5 of signs on those 5 red sandstone blocks. And we're going to also place them down on the sides here, like so. In the very center here, we're just going to place down a row of 3 of red stained clay, just like that, followed by an acacia wood fence on both sides, like so. And coming off the acacia wood fence, we're going to place down a wooden trapdoor, again on both sides, like so. So if we go and look at this, you should get something that looks just like that. After you have that done, we're just going to go take our red stained clay, red smooth sandstone, and place down a row of 5 again. And we're going to take signs, place them around the ones on the corner, on both sides here, like so. And then we're just going to place down one right here next to the signs, like this, going toward the inside, like so. And then on top of this wooden trapdoor here, we're going to place down an anvil, like that. And then we just want to go ahead and take our smooth sandstone. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 red sandstone blocks back, like so. Now, when you come out here to the left side, we're going to place down a upside down red sandstone stair on top of this wooden trapdoor, like that, followed by a smooth red sandstone full block like this, followed by a second one that goes back like so. And on this one right here, we're going to place down a tripwire hook. Over here on the right side, it's a bit different. We're just going to go and take our smooth red sandstone and just place down a row of 3 that goes across like this. And again, a tripwire hook on the same block on the opposite sides, like that. Once you get to this point right here, we're going to place down a black wool block on top of those upside down nether brick stairs. We then want to place down a smooth redstone block on either side, and we're going to grab ourselves a stone button and place it down on that smooth sandstone block, again on both sides. And we can just fill in the space in between here by just placing down a row 3 of smooth sandstone. So basically you have a row of 5 that goes across here. We're then going to place down a black wool block on top of those 2 nether brick upside down stairs, followed by a row 3 of red sandstone. We're going to place down a second row 3 of red sandstone, and then we're just going to place down a row of 3 of upside down red sandstone stairs. After you have that done, we're going to place down 2 item frames on the back here on either side of that row of 3. We're going to go ahead and grab ourselves some red stained glass, and we're just going to place it down in the item frames like that to make the bright lights. And yeah, once you guys have that done, that's going to do it for layer 2. With that, let's move on to layer 3. Alright guys, so moving on to layer 3. Now for layer 3, we're going to start off by taking stone brick stairs. We're going to place down a row of 5 of stone brick stairs on top of those red smooth sandstone blocks like that for the roller. We're then going to place down a row of 5 of polished andesite directly behind it, followed by a sign on either side of this polished andesite block like so. After you have that done, we're going to go and take our stone brick stairs, place down a row of 5 right after the stairs, or right after those full blocks, followed by again signs on either side, like so. We then want to take signs and we're going to place it down right on the front faces of these corner stairs, just like that on both sides. After you have that done, we want to go ahead and then grab ourselves some nether brick top slabs. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 nether brick top slabs to go across. And actually, my bad, it's only 2 nether brick top slabs on the other side here, and then a red sandstone upside down stair in the very center like that. After you have that done, we're going to place down 1 and 2 anvils back like so. Coming out here over on the left side, we're going to place down a upside down red sandstone stair again to make this little ladder going up on the side here. And then over here on this side, we want to go ahead and place down an upside down nether brick stair with its back facing toward the outside. We're going to grab ourselves a stone button, and we're just going to place down a stone button on the back of that nether brick stair. Once you have that done, we're then going to just go ahead and place down a nether brick top slab on either side of this anvil, like so. Once you have that done, we're going to place down a row of 3 red stained clay, followed by, red smooth sandstone, followed by a second row, and then a third row back like so. After you get to this point here, we're going to go ahead and go to the wheels. We're going to place down a black wool block on top of the red smooth sandstone block, followed by another brick stair on both sides of it to complete the wheel. Same thing over here, just like that, and you have yourself a nice looking wheel there. When you get back here to this section, we're going to need to go ahead and grab ourselves some iron bars, and we're just going to place down an iron bar on either side here like this, and we will need to grab ourselves some anvils again, so you can just go and grab one from right there. We're going to place down an anvil right here to kind of symbolize some part of the engine, and then we're just going to place down a red sandstone block on either side here, followed by a black wool block in between the red sandstone blocks like so. Around these red sandstone blocks here, we're just going to go and take signs and wrap it around them like so for a bit of detail, and we just want to place down a ladder on that black wool block like that to create some kind of vent there on the back. Once you have that all done, that's going to do it for layer 3. With that, let's go and move on to layer 4. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving on to our next layer, we're going to be going ahead and doing layer 4. Now for layer 4, we're going to go ahead and place down a light gray stained glass paint, or full block on top of this upside down stair right here. You guys can pick and choose what kind of stained glass you guys want to use. It does have a bit of a darker kind of tinted windows, so you may want to use black glass or whatever if you're not using a shader pack. But since I am this with my shader pack and stuff like this, light gray stained glass looks the best. So you can pick and choose what you guys want to use for it, but I'm going to be using light gray stained glass. Now, come off the face of this full block here, we're going to place down a sign, and we're going to place down a light gray stained glass paint on both sides. Going back from that, we're going to place down 1 and 2 black wool blocks on both sides like this, followed by a tripwire hook on the first black wool block, and then a stone button on the second one, like so. After you have that done, we're going to place down a yellow hardened stained clay block on both sides, followed by a black wool block in between the yellow stained clay blocks. We then just want to place down a row of 3 of black wool across, followed by a stone button on both sides like that. We're then going to place down a row of 3 of red sandstone, my bad. And then we want to go ahead and grab ourselves some nether brick stairs. We're going to place down a row of 3 of nether brick stairs across, followed by a row of 3 of red sandstone half slabs across the front of those stairs, like so. Once you guys have that all done, that's going to basically do it for layer 4. With that, we'll move on to our last final layers here. We have layers 5, 6, and 7. We're going to put the basically the top of the cab on and all that fun stuff. So with that, let's go ahead and finish off the build with layers 5, 6, and 7. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving on to our last final layers here, we're going to go ahead and basically work on layers 5, 6, and 7. Now, to start off with, we're going to place down a light gray stained glass full block on top of the full block we placed in the previous layer in the front here, followed by a light gray stained glass paint on either side of it. We then want to go ahead and go back from those paints. We're going to place down 1 and 2 light gray stained glass full blocks, and then same thing over here, 1 and 2 back. In between the second ones right here, we're just going to place down a full block in the center in between them, just like that, to kind of create a nice looking cab there. Once you have that done, we're going to place down a row of 3 of nether brick half slabs after this row of 3 of light gray stained glass full blocks. Then we're going to place down a nether brick stair like this, followed by a nether brick half slab on both sides. And then we're just going to place down a row of 3 of black wool carpet like that across the back there to keep a nice black kind of consistent color on the back here. Once you have that done, we're going to go ahead and continue up by placing down a row of 3 here of light gray stained glass panes. And we're actually going to go ahead and make this actually a row of 5. So they're going to stick out one past either side. So something just like that, so you can see your panes. They go across like so. We then just want to take our glass full blocks, and we're just going to place down 1 and 2 on the sides here, 1 and 2, and then 1 in the very center, or in between these 2 on the very end, just like that, to go and pretty much complete the cab there. And you also create your little side mirrors and everything like that. Then on top of this nether brick stair here, we're going to place down a nether brick fence post like that. Going ahead and continuing up, we're going to place down a row of 3 of nether brick half slabs across the top up here, followed by a second row of 3 like that. On top of these glass panes here, we're going to place down a wither skeleton skull on the very center pane. And we're going to go ahead and slightly angle the ones on the sides here, just like this, slightly angling them like that to kind of give a little bit of a shape and show a little bit of curvature to the actual window and all that stuff. Pretty nice little technique. I've used it for a few of these vehicles here. And then we just want to go ahead and take some item frames. We're going to place down 1 and 2 like this. We're going to go into our inventory, grab ourselves a glass block, place down a glass block in those item frames like so. And then we also want to take our item frames. We're going to place down 1 and 2 on the back here. We're also going to put down some glass blocks in it. And also take some signs and cover them up like so on the back. Once you guys have that all done, that's going to basically do it for the Caterpillar CS-553 road roller. Hope you guys did enjoy this tutorial and able to put this vehicle to good use. If you guys do end up using this design, I do ask that you guys give me proper credit for it. This can be anything from a side of the build to link to my channel or this video if there's appearing on any social media sites. Just be sure to get proper credit for the build. That's all I ask for when doing these tutorials. It helps my channel grow and it helps me continue to feel inspired to continue posting this type of content. As long as you guys give me credit, you're free to use it for whatever projects you guys are working on. And with that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Garrett 2x4, and I'll see you guys next time.